Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to Mega Man 6. This is going to be part 5. And Mega Man wants to leave, he doesn't like Dr. Wily, so finding another castle of him, he is not really liking that. But don't worry, we're still going to face him, of course. Mysterious Mr. X turned out to be just Mr. Wily himself, and we also need to take on his own castle. Just a fake Mr. X castle wasn't enough, he also has his own castle, where he does use his own name. So it's time for Wily's Castle, part 6 you might say. Let's get started. This is going to be the final part of the game, no matter what. No more tricking you guys. This is indeed the final part of the game. Schmeck! 1 up, thank you. Stupid metals. Okay, this is too high to jump. Jet time. A room that's actually forcing us to use both of the adapters. Also nice. Let's go down and actually enter the castle now. And for you, I'd like to use power, actually. And actually kick right through your shield. Like this. Oh, whoa, whoa. Spikes, enemies, help! Well, luckily the game is lenient and actually gives us some energy. Can actually use that after that destruction. Be careful for the fence. First one's actually going to push us down, so make sure to jump correctly here. Yeah. Oh. Oh, slow down. Not making this easier. Come on, Mega Man, fall. Not like that. Whoa. Where am I? Still alive. Okay, thank you. That was dangerous. Yeah. Oh, more spikes. There's a lot of vertical rooms with spikes here. Oh, oops. Too late. Yeah, need to take into account gravity whenever falling. The moment you push your jet button, you don't immediately get pushed upwards. And stuff like that can happen. Luckily all of the blocks that you actually need to punch through do stay gone. Interesting to note. Try that again. That looked weird. Please go away, I don't like you guys. I don't waste too much time here, come on. Stay in the middle, and you should be safe. The final one, go right. Not too far. Oh. Okay. Right, this is where we were. Be careful for the momentum. Press the jump button in time. I need to do one more time, it looks like. There we go. Quite tricky business. But we know how it works. We've played enough Mega Man games by now. Still not a guarantee that you do it successfully, of course. Empty room. Interesting. It's probably for a checkpoint then. We'll see that the moment I die. If I die. I'm not planning on doing that. Weapon energy. Do I have something to heal? Flame Blast, yeah. And for the upcoming boss I need the Yamato Spear. Okay, that one's already full, so I don't have to worry about that one. Let's continue. Ah, these guys again. I don't like you guys, I've already told you twice. Come on. the ice blocks. In this guy, the homing missiles are not per se the most difficult thing. Usually they are. In this case, the ice blocks were more annoying. Alright, first boss. Did already give away because of needing to check my notes which one I needed. And that's going to be the Yamato Spear. What do we have? A dragon! Awesome! That's something we should do more often, Dr. Wily. This guy you can only attack on its head, so you need his platforms in order to go upward. Not per se going to be too difficult, of course. As you can see, this guy quite easy. Only his fireball attack can be a bit annoying sometimes. But even that one you usually automatically avoid the moment you jump on his platforms. You need to be careful now. There we go, still successful. Now that was stage 1 for Dr. Wily. Making good progress. I'm hoping I'm able to actually finish it off today. Just like with last week's episode, being able to do the entire castle in one episode. There is only going to be 4 stages, so I should be able to, if I'm fast enough. Let's grab the energy tank here. Not that I'm able to carry one, but still. Using one right now is also not an option, because I'm already full health. Oh, curling stones again. Nice, because these things I can actually knock back in a fun way. Yeah, it is slippery after all here. As you can see, there's ice physics here. Bam. For some reason, I'm always a big fan of enemies that don't get destroyed the moment you punch them, but actually get knocked back. Hey, my favorite thing in the Mega Man game, the disappearing blocks. However, in this game, not per se very challenging, because we do have a secret passage to the right over here, as you can see. Melt the ice, and then be a smart boy and actually equip your jet power up. And cheese the entire room, not having to care about these blocks. Something I usually don't care about, so why should I do that in this game? Especially not in this game, because I have a good way to cheese them this time around. I could just fly over you, but I was just talking about cheesing. Although it is getting a bit crowded here now. Come on. There we go. Let's move on. This pathway. Meet up here. Apologies, I fell too soon. But it was quite obvious that was where the pathways meet up again. Okay, let's heal my blizzard. Oh. Yeah, I was kind of expecting it wouldn't work. That was one annoyingly placed bit of weapon energy. This one's also annoyingly placed. Need to be careful. But I got it. Oh. Kind of forgot that these guys can jump. But they indeed can. Right, end of stage 2. Let's go see what we need. Because of course I did not remember myself. Windstorm. Okay, let's equip that. That's full. And let's go check out boss number 2 in Wily's castle. Ooh, it is a trike. It has 3 wheels. Oh, and it has 2 types of attacks. However, avoiding himself is not easy because he does squeeze me into the edge of the screen. Well, luckily I was able to outlive him. I know I have more than enough energy tanks, but still. It always feels more appropriate to beat the boss without ever using one. Sort of an unwritten challenge in the Mega Man game. Beating a boss without an energy tank. That is way more fun to do. Right, stage number 3 takes place in the water by the looks of it. Whoa! Almost forgot about you. There's suction enemies here. They can suck you in, and the moment they turn around, they will actually push you. Something you need to be careful for. Fish enemies are easy. Yeah, these things are definitely the most challenging things we can meet here. Trying to suck you into the spike pits or push you into them. Oh, this guy actually helped me. Made my jump longer. Thank you, sir. Now let's kill you. Careful for the fish. Let's move on. More weapon energy. Plenty of weapon energy here. I still have my Yamato spear to heal. Energy. Of course, I'm going to grab you. Oh, be careful. Second room. Oh, I was about to say this looks like an Eddie room, but this is not Eddie. These are enemies. Or must I say enemies? Whenever enemies appear in a room that should be an Eddie room, they are going to be enemies. Enemies. Hey, look what we have here. This should look familiar. Ever since the very first Mega Man game, a known fact about the final part of the game is that we need to do a boss rush. All of the 8 Robot Masters that we did in the first phase of the game in one giant rush. However, rush is not going to be used to actually beat them. Let's get started. Counterclockwise. First one, Yamato Man. Well, we remember what actually works against him. The Silver Tomahawk. Starting this fight with full health. That's also a good thing. And remember, you can always permit yourself a couple of hits against these guys. They will always drop a big energy sphere the moment they get defeated. So you always can heal a bit of energy. Just make sure not to get hit too much, because it can never fully heal you. Let's move to the middle. Like I said, I always do it counterclockwise, so might as well do it here as well. Plantman is up second. And Plantman, we know we need to freeze. So, time for the blizzard attack. Avoid your shield. And also avoid you personally. See if we can actually finish you off correctly this time. Last time was a bit of a joke. I'm running out of energy again. But luckily I don't need it anymore. He is down and he will stay down. Boss number 3. Robot Master Nightman. So it's time for the Yamato Spear to take on your ball and chain. I think this is by far the easiest Robot Master in the game. His jumps are very slow, very predictable. His ball and chain move also doesn't really move too fast. Easily avoided. And therefore a good Robot Master to fully restore my energy after the fight. Number 4. Centaur Man. Awesome, these guys actually place an order. After Nightman we get Centaur Man, and therefore we can use Nightman's power up. His flash power up can be annoying. You cannot really avoid it the moment he uses it, so... Getting damaged here is something you're going to have to take, I'm afraid. Still not too bad. Still have plenty of energy. Halfway through. Robot Master number 5. Windman. The last one we did in the regular Robot Master stages. Centaur Flash. And remember, we're not able to freeze him fully if we use it. It will only hurt him. Yeah, Windman is definitely a lot more tricky than Nightman. Oh, really got warped outside. But no matter, I did grab the energy sphere, so... Number 6, we have... Tomahawk Man. Plant Man's power up. Definitely the most tricky one to use, I think. Because you usually need to get up close and personal with him. I'm not the biggest fan of actually shooting the shield power-ups. I know you can, but usually I'm not the biggest fan of using it that way. Let's make sure I stay alive. Return to my plant barrier. I'm too close to you, I can't avoid your stupid tomahawk power. Almost done, 2 more to go. Blizzard Man and Flame Man, the 2 first ones we did in the game. but here we're doing them last. Flame Man is up first. That's perfect. The only Robot Master we never defeated with his weakness. But we can still do it here. And that is of course going to be the final one that we got. And therefore not able to complete the circle, but we are going to use the Windstorm now against him. Blowing out his fire. Annoying ground attack, which I never can avoid. Thank you very much. One more to do. Blizzard Man is all that is left. Where are you? Final Robot Master fight on the NES. Let's go. Also should not be too difficult. Pretty easy pattern this guy always has, I think. Should be able to even do him without getting hit. Never mind. Challenge failed. Come on. One more. There we go. Not going to be full health, unfortunately. But I've got 8 energy tanks. That's also not going to be too big of an issue. And with that, we have completed stage number 3 in Dr. Wily's castle. And the teleporter towards the man himself appears. Time to finish this game. 16 minutes in the video. I think I can do that now. I'm not going to cut an episode here for 5 minutes of a fight and 5 minutes of credits. Let's continue and finish Wily once and for all. Final stage in the game. And I missed the weapon energy. Go me. Oh, we still got another metal dispenser. Interesting to place that this late in the game. Let's charge my shots. Go a bit faster. And yeah, there we go. Oh, thank you for weapon energy. Let's be smart about this. In the final fight, I need the Silver Tomahawk. So make sure that is full health. Ah, Eddie appears all the way at the end. He even gives me an energy tank. I go into the final boss having full energy tanks. Sorry, Wily. I'm afraid you're not going to stand a chance. It is time for Wily to fall once and for all. Of course, he's going to start off in his protective robot, where he's not even going to show himself. Pretty easy first boss fight. Most interesting about it is the fact that the Mega Buster itself is actually the most powerful thing to use against it. Pretty easy boss. You can see the pattern is always the same. He jumps from the left to the right side of the screen and the other way around. Shoots a couple of projectiles at you. Usually really easy to avoid. This fight shouldn't be too difficult. But I can indeed already give away this is not going to be the only phase. Of course there's going to be more. Final boss is not going to be that easy. For the second phase he will actually reveal himself in his cockpit. And we need to change our strategy towards the Night Chain. Oh, correction. We need to change our strategy to using an energy tank first. And then go to the Night Chain. Oh, wait. Did not re-equip it, sorry. There we go. Okay, his pattern in attacks do change a bit, as you can see. He does not fully jump to the edge of the screen anymore. And also his projectiles are a bit more unpredictable. No, you don't. One more. Done. Next part. Oh, something like this again. This is similar to what we've seen earlier. Back in Mega Man 5, where he teleports around the screen. For this, we actually need the Silver Tomahawk. I did already promise you we're going to use that one, so not a surprise. He teleports around the screen, shoots a couple of his projectiles. We need to hit him with our Silver Tomahawk. To finish Mega Man 6. Whenever you see Wily begging for mercy, you know you have won. Wily gets captured once again. You get put where you belong at last. Triumphant at last. Mega Man arrested the notorious Dr. Wily and brought him to justice. Sentenced to prison for his crimes. Dr. Wily now rules over a prison cell. At long last, the world is at peace. Let's go hope the world stays at peace after the end credits. To be continued. Because of course, this is not going to be the final game. It is just going to be the final one on the NES. But okay, that was another Mega Man game. And the music of this end credits is still going on. It might be a bit confusing. A bit more tricky to actually hear my closing. So I think I'm just going to fade out towards my regular talking screen, you might say. So we can easily close off this video. The project and Mega Man on the NES. If you've been following along every single one of them, I must thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed. However, we are going to move on to another console when it comes to Mega Man. Even though officially I did not play them in order, because in between all of these games there were also releases of Game Boy Mega Mans, which are definitely not per se ports of these games. They are indeed standalone games. I decided to actually continue on the NES fully until all of them were completed before moving on to those. I do also own the Mega Man games on the Game Boy, but in all honesty I did actually collect those later. And therefore it's not per se a bad idea to also play them later in the project, you might say. But if I need to be honest, the Game Boy games did already release. Mega Man 4 on the Game Boy, for instance, actually got released between Mega Man 5 and 6 on the NES, and Mega Man 5 on the Game Boy after this one. But I've actually decided to play them after Mega Man 6, and those are indeed going to be the next projects. And unlike what I did with Mega Man on the NES, I think with Mega Man on the Game Boy, I'm actually going to cover them as one giant project. Probably also a weekend project, but the moment I'm done with the first Mega Man game on the Game Boy, I'm immediately going to play the second one right after that, and then the third one right after that. It might actually also be interesting. And that way actually catch up with all of the games on the NES. And that is going to be the future for Mega Man projects on this channel. And after that, of course, moving on to Mega Man 7 finally. Because don't think that now I'm going to switch to a different console and actually play the other Mega Man series, you might say, quote unquote other Mega Man series. That the 6th game is indeed the final one. It is not. On the SNES, this series also continued with Mega Man 7. And perhaps even a couple of other spin-offs. Question mark. But more about that much later. The future of Mega Man on this channel for now is going to entail the Game Boy games. See you folks for those games later on this channel. Thank you for watching the Mega Man adventures on the NES at least. It is going to be an end of an era, but not the end of the series in general. There's way more that I can actually present to you guys. I hope to see you then. The Blue Bomber versus Dr. Wily will continue, but from this point on a different console. See you folks in the next project. Treecks out. Later everyone.